I think that the first step to winning in anything is making that total commitment, giving it everything you got to get to the goal. And obviously, we all have goals. We all have things that we want to achieve and we want to accomplish, and things that we really want to do, that are just kind of in our heart, in our soul. We're just committed to it. And that's the difference. It's the commitment. It's that white hot desire of commitment that makes you kind of do things that, most people won't do. That's when you're the leader, is when you're willing to do things that other people are not willing to do. This is what separates you from the masses. And that's why inevitably, when you do win, when people look at you and they say, oh, you were lucky. Oh, I wish I had all the things that you had. And oh, I wish I would have got started when you got started, and all that bullshit, right? This is the reason why you won. It was the commitment. You were just more committed than anybody else. And so, he then proceeds to say, when everyone else is tired, exhausted, and burned out from the battle, because business is a battle, the great ones are just getting warmed up. They're just getting started, because we know that winning is a lot of work, and you're going to have to fight some battles, and you're going to have to do some things that maybe you just don't want to do. And sometimes you get tired, sometimes you get exhausted, sometimes you get burned out. But the winners, they're just kind of just warming up. They're just getting started, because they know that the failures are what's getting them ready, because they know what happens after failure is success. We know that. We already figured that out. We don't quit. We don't give up. We just keep going until the job gets done. And so that's why they say that the winners are just getting warmed up. It's because they know better. Come on. I mean, we've all seen all the biographies in the world, right? What do they talk about? They talk about, the first thing is you grow up and, you have maybe a poverty-stricken life, or whatever the situation was. And then they end up, doing something and having success. And then they get beat up, right? And then after they get beat up, they try again and they succeed, and then they fail again, and they go bankrupt or something. The story's always great when you hear these stories of success, because the winners, they just don't stop until they win. And then he says, it's not that they don't fatigue. It's not that we get tired, but their commitment to the dream keeps them going. You see, average people think it would be nice to achieve their goals as long as it doesn't, get too uncomfortable or painful. Okay, if it's painful, if it's uncomfortable, if it hurts, if I have to sacrifice, oh shit, forget that, man. I mean, there's no way. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to. Have to suffer at all. I don't want any of that pain. I don't want to feel anything that's uncomfortable. I mean, again, that's why you see these people that they sit around on their couch all day and they complain about what they don't have. They complain about, they say, hey, I wish the government would give me more money so that it would be simpler and easier life for me. They don't understand economics. They don't understand that you can't just keep printing money forever. They don't understand that governments are not there to take care of you. They're there to protect you. That's what the government was built for, is to protect our safety against foreign entities or governments. They're there to provide an infrastructure. They're not there to take care of you. They're not there to make sure your life is perfect and comfortable from birth till death. The government is there to allow you opportunity to make your dreams come true. But the champions realize that that it's going to be painful, that it's going to take time, that it's going to be work. And again, it's not that champions don't recognize pain, because they have made a commitment to do whatever it takes to win. They feel that pain. They do recognize it. The commitment just keeps them going. It's just, when I look back at my life, and I think, first of all, I'm so lucky that getting in business at 21 and finding some really good mentors to kind of raise me up and to help me, achieve my dreams. And I'm also lucky that I picked a company that was very successful, and they had a lot of successful people. I love the fact that I was able to build a business where there was a lot of passive income. There was a lot of reoccurring income. And so, yes, it was work. It was hard work. I was focused. I was committed. I did all the right things in the early days. But I'm lucky that I even had the opportunity. I feel grateful inside that I had the opportunity to even have a chance to be successful. Because look, I could have been born in any number of 100 countries that have no opportunity, that the governments are corrupt, that they steal your property, they take away your businesses, you have no freedom, you have no choices. I mean, how scary is that, to live in a country where you're born and you just know that you're going to be a government worker, or you just know that you're going to have to sweep streets, or be in the military or something like that's it. Like, that's all you have. I mean, if you try to become a business, it's communism. They take away your business if they don't like your business, if they don't like your opinions or whatever, they take away your opportunities. And so, thank God we were born, you and me, in countries, hopefully, if you're listening to this in North America, that we at least have, some freedoms and choices and options to be able to make our grandest desires a reality. How cool is that, right? So he goes on to say, amateur performers make a commitment and approach it like a hobby. And that's what I see even in my business. I see this a lot because we do offer people a chance to start part-time in our business. And I see people that it's sad, it's maddening and saddening that because they're amateurs, because they're just starting, because they're just getting, they've never read any books about winners, or they've never studied champions, or they've never done things like that. And it's kind of sad because they approach it like a hobby. And of course, when you approach something like a hobby, then you're probably not going to get all that you want out of it. I mean, I've never met anybody that is, that takes things lightly and, takes things unseriously, and they go on to be super successful. I mean, do you know anybody like that? I bet you don't know anybody like that has that sort of, feeling of, I just want everything to be easy. And if it gets hard, I'm going to quit. And, come on, let's be honest here. We're all adults. Most of us watching this, although you probably should share this with your kids. I mean, we're adults. I mean, grow up. Winning is hard. Winning takes commitment and discipline and desire and high performance and high skill. I mean, nothing good comes easy. See, professional performers, he says, they make a commitment and approach it like a war. They know that they will have to endure an unknown level of suffering along the road to victory. Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here. If you'd like to watch the entire podcast, click here.